Hi all, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing good. So in today's video, we are going to see how to renew our OCA card. So as you all know, OCA renewal is needed only when there is a personal particular change. So I have already made a separate videos on what are the cases to renew your OCA or on what are the scenarios you have to renew your OCA. So if you have any personal particular changes, then you have to renew your OCA. Otherwise, OCA renewal is not needed. So for example, if you got a new passport or if your address has changed and you need to update your OCA with your new passport number or your new address change, then you can do all those services online without applying for OCA renewal. So OCA renewal is not needed if you need to update your latest passport information or latest address information. So I have made a separate video on how to update your latest passport information or latest address information online in OCA portal. Please refer to those videos. So in today's video, we will see how to renew OCA if you have any personal particular changes. So this is VFS Global USA site. In this, you have to click apply for OCA services start now button. So you can apply OCA by post or by taking an in-person appointment with VFS. So in this video, I'll explain how to apply by post. So we have some 6 steps to apply by post. The first step is to identify your OCA category. So since we are applying for OCA renewal, our category is going to be OCA miscellaneous services. As you see, they have mentioned this service is availed for reissuance or issuance of duplicate OCA. So if you have any personal particular change or if your OCA is lost or damaged, you can choose OCA miscellaneous services to renew or to reissue your OCA card. So now our category is going to be OCA miscellaneous services. So next is step 2. In step 2, we are going to fill our online OCA application in Government of India OCA portal. So to do that, we have to click online application form link which is mentioned in VFS site. So this will take you to Government of India OCA portal. So in this, you have to click OCA registration and click here to proceed. So this is your left hand menu. So in left hand menu, you have to choose your OCA category. So our OCA category is OCA miscellaneous service since we are applying for renewal of the OCA. So when you click OCA miscellaneous services, so in this they have clearly mentioned under what scenario you have to apply for OCA renewal. The first is going to be applying for OCA renewal when you have received new passport after completing 20 years of age. Second is in case of personal particular change. Third, if you have lost or your OCA is damaged. So these are the 3 scenarios under which you are going to apply OCA renewal. So if you have new passport before the age of 20 or between the age of 20 to 50, then you do not have to apply for OCA renewal. You have to only update your new passport information online. Same if you have any address change or occupation change or contact detail change. In that case, you only have to update all those information online. You do not have to apply for OCA renewal. So OCA renewal is different from updating your information online. For OCA renewal, you have to send physical package. So you have to fill the application, download the application form along with the supporting document. You have to send the physical package to VFS. But updating information online is different. You don't have to send any application form. You only have to update all the information in online portal and this is free. But OCA renewal is not free. You have to pay a certain amount of fees to renew your OCA. So I hope this is clear. Now let's start filling the application form. So before you start your application, please be ready with your applicant's image and applicant's signature image. So applicant's image is nothing but your passport size image. Applicant's signature image is nothing but the signature of the applicant which you have to sign in a white paper and take a digital copy of that. So these 2 images has to be in JPEG or JPG format and the maximum size of these images should be 500 KB and here they have mentioned the height and dimensions of your images. Please go through this. I have already made a separate video on how to edit your applicant's image or applicant's signature image. I'll provide the link for that video in the description below. So if you have any doubts, you can refer that video. So if you are filling this application for a minor applicant who is below 5 years, then you have to upload applicant's left thumb impression in the applicant's signature image. Parents cannot upload their signature in behalf of minor. If minor is below 5, you have to upload applicant's left thumb impression. If minor is above 5, then you have to upload minor's signature. And also please be ready with the supporting documents. Your supporting document should be in PDF format and maximum size of the supporting document is 1000 KB. So now let's proceed. Read the instructions and click accept button. So your application has two parts, one is part A and part B, and you have to complete both the parts, and the last thing is uploading your supporting documents. Once we are done with all the three things, your application will be completed. Click file new application. So the first field you have to provide your passport number. This passport number is going to be the passport number which is mentioned in your OCA booklet, that is your old passport number. Next you have to provide your OCA number, that is your current OCA card number or file reference number which is present in your OCA. Next you have to provide date of birth and mother's name. So this will pull your OCA record from OCA portal. So now the OCA record is being pulled. So now you have to choose the service you need. So since we are applying for OCA renewal, I am going to choose change of personal particulars. So in this you have to select the place of submission and select the mission. Please choose the mission which is applicable to you. So if your mission has changed from previous OCA application, please choose the mission which is applicable to you now. The first thing is passport details. You have to enter your latest passport number. Next, place of issue and issue date. So all these personal particulars details should match your current OCA card. If there is any change from the current OCA card, you can provide the change, plus you have to provide the proof for the change. For example, if you have any change in your name, you have to provide name change affidavit for OCA, otherwise your change will not be accepted. Next is address and occupation details. You have to provide your current address, and also you have to provide address proof for the address which you have mentioned here, and your OCA will be dispatched to the address you have mentioned here, plus the email ID, occupation and employer detail. If you are filling this application for a minor, then you can choose others in occupation and provide occupation detail as minor, and in employer detail you can provide not applicable. In the reason for availing the service, you can provide passport detail updation after 20 years, or you can provide personal particular change if you have any, and then you can submit the application. So once you submit the application, you will get a file reference number. From here after, you have to use this file reference number to pull your application, to update it or to do any changes. So in the next part, we are going to upload applicant's image and applicant's signature image. If you don't know how to edit your applicant's image and applicant's signature image, I have already made a separate video on that. I'll provide the link for that video in the description below. Please refer that video on how to edit your applicant's image and applicant's signature image. Once you are ready with your images, you can click yes, I am ready with the image. So here we have to upload applicant's image, that is passport size image. So once you upload your applicant's image, it will ask you to crop the image. So you have to keep it at the center to crop the image, and then click crop. So once you're happy with the image, or if the image is rightly uploaded, it will turn into green color. Next you have to upload applicant's signature image. So same will be applicable to this. So if you feel this needs to be cropped, you have to click crop and then drag the box to the center, and then you can have a cropped image of your uploaded image. If you're happy with your image and signature image, you can click upload. If your images are not in right size or in right aspect ratio or in right format, you will have difficulty in uploading your images. Now click upload. So now we have successfully uploaded our applicant's image and applicant's signature image. So once you have successfully uploaded, you can click I have uploaded successfully. So next, these are the list of documents you need to upload. So please go through the list of documents and be ready with the documents which are applicable to you. So once you are ready with all these documents, you can click proceed to part B. So part B has some basic questions. You have to fill all these questions. So the first thing is, have you or any member of your family has OCA card? You have to provide yes for this question because we are filling OCA renewal. First you have to provide name of the applicant, and in relationship you have to provide self and the reference number. In reference number you can provide the applicant's OCA card, and in date when applied you can provide date when the OCA card is issued, and in place you can provide place which is mentioned in the OCA card. Next, in status you have to provide granted once you have filled the applicant's OCA card. Next, if any other members have OCA card in the family, then you have to provide details of those by clicking add member and provide details of the other members who have OCA card in the family. The reference number is going to be the file reference number. You can find the file reference number in the OCA card itself in the information page. Please refer to the OCA card for your file reference number. So if you have any other previous OCA card which is cancelled, then you have to provide yes for this question and provide the reason for the cancellation of your previous OCA card. Otherwise you can provide no for this question. Rest you have to answer all the questions. Please go through the questions individually before you answer them and provide the answer appropriately. So these are some of the common questions which needs to be answered by every individual. So next is going to be present nationality details. In this you have to choose your nationality acquisition method, either by birth or by naturalization or by registration. Choose according to yourself, and then in other detail you have to provide if you have any previous nationality. If not, you can leave this blank, and then you have to provide do you have any relatives in India. You have to provide one relatives detail with their present address and relationship and age who are in India. And then the last question is, has any of the applicants faced criminal proceedings? If yes, you have to provide yes and provide the reason for the same, or you can provide no and click submit button. So now we have successfully completed part A and part B. Next we have to upload our supporting documents. So please be ready with all the supporting documents. So while uploading your document, that is your supporting documents, please make sure your maximum size of the supporting document is 1000 KB and your supporting document is in PDF format. So if any of this criteria is not matched, then you will have difficulty in uploading supporting documents. So you have to click choose file, and then once you choose your supporting document, click upload button. So now it says uploading of current passport for applicant has successfully completed. So only if you see this message, your supporting document is uploaded successfully. Otherwise you have to use re-upload button and re-upload the supporting documents. Don't forget this. So these are the documents you need to upload for OCA renewal. First is the address proof. This address proof has to match the address provided in your Oci application. Next is your current passport copy, that is your new passport copy. Only information page and photo page needs to be uploaded. You don't have to upload the entire passport copy. Next is employment or work letter. This is not applicable for minor applicant, but for all other adult applicant you have to upload your employment or work letter. Next is Indian visa. Under Indian visa you have to upload your current OCA card pages. Next is marriage certificate. So if you are claiming Indian origin based on your Indian spouse, then you have to upload your marriage certificate copy also. Next is parental authorization form. So if you are applying for minor applicant, parental authorization form is must. This parental authorization form has to be notarized before you upload it. You can upload parental authorization form without notarizing it and click final submit to generate your application form. Take printout of both parental authorization form and your main application form. You can notarize both in one single go, and then after coming back you can re-upload parental authorization form which is notarized now. So now I will click final submit button. So once I click final submit button, I will get a generate registration form button. So please click generate registration form button to generate your OCA application. So once I click generate application form, my application is downloading. So this is my OCA application form. Please go through all the information you have mentioned in this form. Please make sure all the information provided by you are right. So as I said, you will get list of documents name here. That's why I asked you to upload parental authorization form without notarizing initially, so that you don't have to take one more printout of this application form, because this application form has to be notarized. So now once you are good with this application, you have to fill the declaration part. So now I'll provide sample on how to fill this declaration form. So if you are filling this application form for an adult applicant, you have to complete the declaration part provided above. So here you have to provide applicant's name and the date when you are filling this application. Place, so place can be city, state, and the signature of the applicant, and this application need not to be notarized if it is for adult applicant. So if you are filling this application for minor child, then you don't have to complete the declaration part above, only complete the declaration below where it is mentioned application for minor child. Here you have to mention applicant's name, date, place, signature of the applicant. So in signature of the applicant you have to take minor's thumb impression if the minor is below 5 years, or minor has to sign this place if minor is above 5 years. So this is mandatory. Parents cannot sign on behalf of minor. I repeat again, in signature of the applicant, minor applicant has to sign here if minor is above 5 years, or you can take thumb impression if minor is below 5 years. Parents cannot sign this area. So below this you can mention father's sign, and father can sign here, and then mother sign and mother can sign here. On left hand side you can notarize this application form. So do not sign the application before you go to notary, because some notary prefer signing the application form in front of them, but you can fill all other details except signing the application form. So I hope this is clear. So this is how I have filled for my kids and I didn't have any issues. So many of them have said like the signature of the applicant should be father sign or mother sign, but I don't think so. This is how I have filled for my kids and I didn't have any issue. So once you have completed this application, your part 2 is completed. Now let's go to part 3. So before going to part 3, I'll say how to re-upload your parental authorization form. This is OCI government portal main menu. So here you can see OCI document re-upload or OCI image re-upload. If you need to re-upload your documents, that is now we are going to re-upload our parental authorization form which we have notarized. You have to click OCI document upload or re-upload link, click proceed. Here you have to enter your current passport number, not the old passport number, current passport number plus the file reference number. File reference number is nothing but your OCI application number. You have to provide details of both these and click proceed to pull your application to re-upload your parental authorization form. So same, if you need to re-upload your image, that is applicant's image or applicant signature image, you can click OCI image upload or re-upload link to re-upload your applicant's images. So now let's go to part 3. So in part 3 we have to mail our physical document to VFS. So if you have account with VFS already, you can click here to log in into your profile. Otherwise, if you don't have profile with VFS already, then you have to click apply now button, create your new profile with VFS. Now I'll click here to log in into my VFS account. So now I have logged in into my VFS account. Here you have to click create new application button. So in this, the visiting country and residing country is already selected. Next you have to select the center. Center is going to be the mission to where which you are going to send your application. Please select your mission carefully. If you choose wrong mission, your application might get rejected. And the main category is going to be OCI, and subcategory is going to be OCI miscellaneous service, and our application type is postal. So the payment method. So the payment method can be online payment method, money order, banker's check. You can choose any one of this in this 3, but only if you choose online payment method, you can use VFS offered courier label. Otherwise, you have to use your own courier label. So now I will choose VFS offered courier label and click continue. Now you have to link your application form in the VFS portal. To link your application form in VFS portal, you have to click add customer. So here we are going to link our government application form in the VFS portal. First is going to be your government reference number. This is nothing but your application number which we have just filled in the OCA portal. So this is our application form, and the file reference number which is present at the side is your government reference number. Next is the passport number. This is going to be the current passport number, that is the new passport number. Date of birth, passport expiry date. So your passport expiry date is your current passport expiry date. First name and last name. If you have any middle name, you can provide it as appears in your passport. Next is gender. Next, father's full name. So US passport doesn't have father's name in it, but you have to provide father's name as it is present in the birth certificate. So if you have previously owned your Indian passport, then you have to provide this detail as it is present in your Indian passport or as it is present in the old OCA card. Next is mobile number and email ID. Please provide right mobile number and email ID. You will get notification to this mobile number and the email ID. Next is the state from you are applying this application. So once you have filled all the information, you can click submit button. So now we have successfully linked our application form in VFS portal. Next we have to choose the courier service. You can choose either VFS offered courier service or you can use your own courier labels. So now I will choose VFS offered courier label. So VFS offered courier service is usually FedEx. Click continue. So this is the amount you are going to be charged for this OCA renewal service. If you need to know the split up for this amount, you can click fee charged link here. So this will give you the split up for the amount which you have been charged. So when you click additional service, you can see SMS service and round trip courier service. So the round trip courier service is charged $30, which is to send your application form and receive your new OCA card. So if you want to choose SMS alert, you can click this. It is additional $5 to choose SMS alert. If you don't want this service, you can uncheck this box and then save this. So once you are good with this, you can click continue button. Now we are going to give the address to which we are going to receive our new OCA. So as I said, this address should match your OCA application and you have to provide the address proof for the same address. So once you have provided your address, you have to validate your address. If your address is validated, then it will be in green color and say your address is successfully validated. So once you get this message, you can click submit button. So now we have provided your mailing address successfully and next step is paying your fee. So please be careful to verify all the information you have provided until now, including your government reference number. So you cannot make any changes once you have paid your fees. If you have to do any changes, then you have to apply for refund for this application and do a new application. Please be careful before you make your payment. So once you have reviewed all your information, your mailing address, your government application form, you can click I accept the terms and conditions and then click confirm application button. So this will take you to the payment portal. So this is the payment portal. You have to provide the card details and then click pay. So once your payment is gone through successfully, you will receive an email notification to your email ID which you have provided. So you have to take a printout of that application confirmation. So that will contain the receipt of your payment. So once you have successfully paid and received your email confirmation, then you have to click download courier label tab in the main menu. Here you have to provide your government application number plus your passport number, that is your current passport number, with your email ID to search your courier label. This will generate one courier label to send all your application and supporting documents to VFS. You don't have to download or don't have to worry about written courier label. Written courier label will be taken care by VFS. So you will get only one label to send your physical document to VFS. Please download your courier label. So if you are not ready with the supporting documents or if you are not planning to send your documents today, then please wait to download the courier label, because the courier label will have date in it, but your courier labels are valid for at least 1 year, so you don't have to worry about it. So with this, our step 3 is completed. Next we'll see what is our step 4. Next is step 4. In step 4, we have to send our physical application with all the supporting documents to the VFS center with the courier label which we have just generated. So now let's see what are the supporting documents we need to send our application form. So this is OCA checklist for OCA miscellaneous service for adult. You must have received this checklist with the email confirmation you received once you have done with the payment. So you have to download this checklist. This checklist might get revisioned by time, so please download the latest checklist which you are getting in your email. So the first thing in the checklist is government application form. So the government application is the form which we have filled in the OCA portal. You have to take a printout of that application form, sign the application form and paste one passport size photo on the application form. So next is photograph or signature. So as I mentioned, they have mentioned clearly here, physical photo must be affixed on the application form and digital photo must be uploaded on the Government of India portal. Your downloaded application form, this will have the digital photo image here. You have to paste one physical photo on top of this digital image, but you don't have to redo your signature image part. I repeat again, please listen carefully. Your downloaded application form will have digital photo image in it. You have to affix one photo on top of this digital image. You don't have to redo your signature part, and then you have to keep one extra photo with the document package. So you need two most recent passport size photograph. One has to be affixed on top of the digital image in your application form and one has to be kept with the application package. So I hope this is clear. Next is the address proof. So here are some of the list of address proof documents which you can send. Please go through the list of address proof documents. So while sending your address proof documents, make sure the address mentioned in the application form matches with your address proof documents. Otherwise, they will ask you to resend the application form or they will ask you to send the address proof to match the address which you have mentioned in your application form. So if you are sending driving license copy, make sure you are not cutting your driving license copy into smaller size. So here they have mentioned native address detail from the country of nationality. So this is not applicable to everybody. If you are a non-US citizen and applying OCA renewal from US, then you have to get a native address detail from the country of your nationality. For example, if you are an UK citizen and you are applying OCA renewal from USA, then you have to get native address detail from UK. So your native address detail is nothing but the copy of address proof for your home country. This can be your passport or this can be your driver's license from the country of your nationality. Next is photocopy of your passport. You have to send one photocopy of your current passport. Only the information page is required. No need to send the entire passport copy. So your passport must be valid for 6 months. Next is your current OCA card along with one copy of your OCA card. Only the information pages in the OCA card needs to be printed. No need to print the entire OCA card. So the information page is the photo page plus the information where it has your personal information. Next is affidavit in lieu of original documents. This is the sample of filled affidavit in lieu of original. Here you have to provide applicant's name and the list of supporting documents you are providing with your application form. So I have mentioned address proof and passport copy. So you don't have to mention your OCA copy with this because you are sending your original OCA. So you have to provide the list of all the supporting documents you are keeping along with the application form for which you are not providing originals. So this affidavit in lieu of original has to be notarized. So do not sign this application before you go to notary because some notary prefer to sign in front of them. So if you need to include name of your spouse in OCA card, then you have to provide one copy of your marriage certificate or copy of your spouse Indian passport which contains the spouse name in it. Likewise, if you have to remove the name of your spouse from your old OCA card, then you have to provide divorce decrees to remove the name of your spouse which is present in your old OCA card if you are divorced now. So proof of additional particular. So if you need to do any personal particular changes in your current OCA card which is going to be different from the old OCA, you have to provide proof for the same. For example, if you are going to change the address in your current OCA card, you have to provide proof of your address, and if your occupation is changed, you have to provide proof of your employment. Likewise, if you have name change or signature change, you have to provide certain documents as a proof for the change. Next is fee payment and courier. So you must have received an email confirmation to the email ID you have mentioned after you have done with the payment. You have to take a printout of that email or the application confirmation receipt which you have received in your email and attach it with the supporting document. If you haven't made online payment and if you are opting for money order or banker's check, you have to place your money order or banker check with the package along with the return courier label, because only if you pay online you will get VFS offered return courier label. If you are choosing to pay through money order or banker's check, you have to provide return courier label along with the package to receive your new OCA card. So your money order or banker's check should be made in favor of VFS Service Inc. You must write your government application number on front or back of your money order or banker's check. Personal checks are not acceptable. Next is one copy of this checklist. So this checklist has to be printed and signed by the applicant here, and then this checklist has to be kept on front of your application. So that's it. These are our supporting documents. I'll repeat again. The first is going to be a government application form. Second is your address proof document. Third is your passport copy. Fourth is your OCA copy. Fifth is affidavit in lieu of original document, and sixth is going to be a fee receipt copy, and seventh is going to be the checklist, that is this checklist. So if you have any personal particular change, you can include proof for those personal particular changes also. So if you are filling this application for minor applicant, then you have to download OCA miscellaneous service minor applicant checklist. The first is going to be a government application form which we have filled in OCA portal. So this is for minor applicant, so we have to notarize this application form. So as I said, if the minor applicant is below 5 years, you have to take thumb impression of the minor applicant in the application form. Otherwise, if the minor applicant is above 5 years, application form has to be signed by the minor applicant, and this application form has to be notarized before submission. So make sure you notarize this government application form before you mail your documents. Next is photograph. So you have to paste one photograph on top of the digital image in your application, and you have to keep one photo with the document package. Next is proof of address. For minor applicant, you can provide either of parents' address proof. Next is photocopy of passport. So this is new passport photocopy. Only picture and personal information detail pages has to be printed. No need to print the entire passport pages. Next is OCA card. So your old OCA plus one copy of that OCA card has to be submitted. And next is affidavit in lieu of original document. So this affidavit in lieu of original document can be filled by parents on behalf of minor. Next is parental authorization form. Both the parents must sign this parental authorization form, and this parental authorization form must be notarized. So this is the sample for parental authorization form. Please do not sign this in home because notary might require it signing it in front of them. So if you have any change in your minor applicant's OCA card from before, then you have to provide proof for the changes you are making. The last one is the fee payment receipt which you have received in your email. So this is the confirmation for your fee payment which you might have received in the email. If you haven't made online payment and if you are opting for money order or banker's check, you have to place your money order or banker check with the package along with the return courier label, because only if you pay online you will get VFS offered return courier label. If you are choosing to pay through money order or banker's check, you have to provide return courier label along with the package to receive your new OCA card. So your money order or banker's check should be made in favor of VFS Service Inc. You must write your government application number on front or back of your money order or banker's check. Personal checks are not acceptable, and one copy of this checklist has to be attached with your application form. So I'll repeat the list of documents again. First is your government application form which has to be notarized. Second is passport size photo. One has to be affixed on the application form and one has to be kept along with the package. Third is the address proof, photocopy of your current passport. Fifth is OCA photocopy along with original OCA card. Sixth is affidavit in lieu of original. Seventh is parental authorization form. Eighth is fee payment receipt, or if you are opting for money order or banker's check, you have to provide money order or banker's check along with written courier label. The last one is checklist. One copy of this checklist. If you have any other personal particular change, you have to provide proof for that also along with the package. So you have to collect all these documents along with the original OCA card. You have to mail it to the VFS Counselor Application Center with the label which you have generated in VFS portal. So once you have physically sent your application, your step 4 is completed. Next is step 5. So step 5 is post receipt of your application. So once VFS has received your application, they will take at least 48 hours to open your application package due to COVID-19 restrictions. So your application package will be isolated for 48 hours and then your application will be opened. So once they open your application, you will receive an email notification, or if you opted for SMS notification, you will receive an SMS notification. So this might take 3 to 4 days. So please be patient until you receive email notification that your package has been delivered. So usually the VFS offered courier label, that is the FedEx label or overnight courier labels. So your packages should reach VFS the next day itself, but due to COVID restrictions, they take 3 to 4 days to notify you. So next is step 3, tracking your application form. So you should receive 2 notifications from VFS before you start tracking your application form. The first notification will say that they have received your application successfully, and the second notification will say they have started processing your application. You have to wait until you receive the second notification to start tracking your application. Until then, you will not be able to track your application. If you track your application, it will say no record found. So please wait until you receive the second notification which says your application is started processing. So to track your application, you have to click track now button and click track your application, and here you can provide your government application number and date of birth to track your application in VFS site. You can also track your application in government portal once your application has reached embassy. So until then, you have to track your application in VFS portal. So once your application reached embassy, you can go to OCA Government of India portal. Here on the main menu, you can click status enquiry button. So here you have to provide your passport number, that is your current new passport number, plus the OCA file reference number, that is the application number, to track your OCA application in Government of India portal. So this is how you track your application in Government of India OCA portal. So that's it. By this we have completed our OCA renewal process. So this process is for applying by post. I will make a separate video on how to apply by appointment, that is in person. I have already made a separate video on new OCA for adult, minor and in-person appointment. If you need to refer that, I will provide the link for those in the description below. Also please refer to Indian passport renewal playlist if you need any guidelines on renewing your Indian passport. I hope this video is helpful. If you find this video helpful, please like and share the video. It might help others. Also, do not forget to click the subscribe button and bell icon. This will keep me encouraging to do more videos like this, and you will also be notified immediately when I upload a new video. Thank you.